My name is Christina Allen. I am the Chief Executive Officer of FamilyTime Crisis and Counseling Center, and I have had the pleasure and privilege of leading this amazing organization since June 2020. The question of who FamilyTime is really a question that has so many different answers. We are a nonprofit organization that was founded in 1977. We serve survivors in the space of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. And we also serve the larger community by providing low-cost or no-cost counseling sessions to men, women, and children. We provide educational classes for the general community as well as support groups. But FamilyTime is so much more than that. We are a beacon of hope for everyone who comes to us who needs our assistance. We are a trusted resource for the entire community. And we are a shining example of what happens when communities come together and work to improve the lives of others. FamilyTime has had a tremendous impact since the very beginning, 45 years ago. Most recently, we have had an impact in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has affected us all. We have served over 5,000 individuals in the past 2 years since the onset of COVID. We have adjusted how we do things. We've had to minimize the amount of individuals in our shelter. We've moved into telemedicine methods of providing counseling as well as case management. We've been forced to be innovative and creative in what we do, but we are still reaching the individuals who need us the most. And we want people to know that we recognize that things will never be the same as they were before, but the one unfortunate thing is that we know the COVID-19 pandemic only increased rates of domestic violence, not just here in our community, not just in Harris County, not just in Texas, but throughout the United States and even worldwide. We've seen an increase in domestic violence, and we are still seeing those numbers elevated. So as an organization, we're doing all we can to expand our capacity so that we can reach even more people and include them in that group that we're so proud to call our survivors. FamilyTime would not ever be able to have the impact that it has and change the lives in the way that we do without the support of the community. We were started by a group of concerned individuals in the community who wanted to address problems that they saw happening, and they wanted solutions, and they were willing to roll up their sleeves and do the work and raise the money and come together and put the plans in place to move from ideas to action. And even now, we know that our community support is critical to us keeping the doors open. Our volunteer base that helps us out in those areas where we have gaps in the personnel due to restricted funding or lack of funding. We have so many corporations and foundations that help us out and support us. We get in-kind donations, but also it's the everyday average citizen who sends us a donation at the end of the year, who buys a ticket to come to our gala or our luncheons, or who says, what is it that my church or my civic organization, my fraternity, my sorority, my service organization can do to help FamilyTime? And so as we continue to move forward on this journey, we really want the community to come along with us. And some things are different as time goes on, things evolve, we change. We find that we are looking for ways to make it more convenient for people in the community to support us. But we invite everyone to join us and think of a way that you can do something to help us, because you never know the impact that one individual can have, not just on one life, but on so many lives that come through the doors here at FamilyTime.
My name is Robin Gandera, and I have the privilege of serving as Director of Residential Services at FamilyTime Crisis and Counseling Center. At FamilyTime, we serve individuals fleeing domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. In addition, we have an office that provides counseling services, legal advocacy, and case management. We're always thrilled to receive donations from the generous members of our community, and our clients at the shelter are even more excited when we walk in with a box of donated items. I remember a time in particular when we received a generous contribution of new shoes for our adult and children clients at the shelter. We began to pass out the shoes to the adults and the children, and they were just overjoyed at the new shoes. I especially remember the children at that time and how they just ran around the shelter with their brand new shoes from advocate to advocate saying, look, 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 look at my new shoes. They were so excited. And for me to know that because of this donation, they were able to go to the school the next day with brand new shoes, shoes that looked like the shoes their peers were wearing, feeling confident and proud, just meant the world, not only to our clients, but to us. Every client that walks through the shelter doors amazes me by their strength and courage. Many times they come through the shelter feeling afraid and hopeless, not knowing what their next step is. They feel like they have no purpose, and this is so different from what we see in them. We want every client to feel valued and loved and supported, and to know that they are worthy of the amazing dreams that they have in their life.
I was a victim of a physical assault. I've raised my children as a widow mother of two. For me, as a widow mother of two, you try to give them as much information as you possibly can, because you never know when your last day is. You never know. I love my daughters. One of the many things I've taught them is to always be careful of your surroundings. What happened to me one day was I was doing just that. I was careful of my surroundings. And walking along a major freeway, thinking I was as careful as I could possibly be as a strong woman, looking around, it's not too dark, just before dusk, paying attention. With very little money in my pocket, walking to get something to eat, I hear screeching. I thought, car probably blew a tire or something, and all of a sudden there is a bang in the back of my head. I hear something or feel something actually hit me in the back of the head, and I thought something, came off of a car, and I tumble forward. As well, I feel something push me, so it felt like a big something. And unbeknownst to me, it was a man pushing me into the bushes. And there began my assault that qualified me to be at FamilyTime. My first time being at FamilyTime or in this situation, forgot how to breathe, forgot how to think, forgot for a moment even my name. But the ladies at FamilyTime were so loving and so patient with me that they gave me the time to find my name. I can't tell you which one said it when, which one said it when I was doing what. But probably each of those women that were working that night that I arrived on June 21st at 7 p.m. told me that I was not alone. And I was wondering, why do they keep saying that in my mind? I know I'm not. They all here and they are looking at me. I'm a mess, I'm sweaty, I need a bath, I'm dirty. This isn't me, you know? Do they not know I'm used to better than this? I've never lived like this. Over several days, I had very bad nightmares. My nightmares were really bad. When you're traumatized, you revert back to when you were a kid or child. Like I said, I went back to bedwetting. But they didn't judge me. They didn't see my outward appearance. They saw what's inside. How could you see what's inside? I don't know how they do it, but they did. They saw what's inside of me and still said that I was not alone. How could you do that? It's got to be a gift, you know?